I'm Jason Turman. This is Power of a Madman's Cheese. Now let's talk about my previous video. Now, I'm sure most of you who keep up with my vlogs probably saw that I did one recently about people believing in the flat earth theory. And that one exploded. Well, at least as far as my vlogs go, it exploded. Like, it got a lot more views than all the others. Got comments. A lot of hate-filled comments there. A lot of insults being thrown around. But I can't really say I'm too surprised. I did basically call everyone who believes in the flat earth theory, I believe I said garbage people. Like, not sanitation workers, not Oscar the Grouch, but literal, actual garbage. So, that, I think, I can understand that. But then, some folks tried to defend it by they really only said that any points made saying that the earth is round are easily refuted. And most of the time they would tell me to go check up on other things. Not really going, they didn't really go into any specifics. They just told me they could be refuted. That's it. Look up videos. I ended up looking up like a few videos, and I researched it a little bit, like a little tiny bit. And it seems like a lot of what they rely on when talking about their theories is that they set the stage for the debate. They say that, okay, you can't use photographic evidence because that's all computer generated, and NASA just lies to you, and space doesn't exist. The sun is 32 miles wide. Like, it goes on and on, and gravity doesn't exist. The Earth is just constantly being pushed upward, so that's why people don't fall off. And the Arctic is apparently the great frost barrier around the world. So, but the thing is that, they don't allow photographic evidence. They say that, NASA lies, and I guess all space agencies around the world and anybody who's ever put up a satellite or anything, they all lie. Like, any observable evidence that you can put forward is just flat out debunked by them. Any sort of, they'll usually say something like, how would water stay on a curved surface? Like, if you try to do that, then it'll just fall. If you try to build a sphere and then put water on it, it'll just roll right off. Yeah, because, we're on Earth, and it wouldn't be a controlled experiment because we have gravity pulling the water towards it. They've actually, now I obviously can't completely say about like making a sphere and everything, but I did see a video from the International Space Station showing one of the astronauts putting water on his face, and it just sticks there. But I guess I can't use that reasoning because it's in space. You see what I mean? Like, there's kind of the debate can't really happen for it because when you're under the assumption that all the evidence pointing towards the Earth being round is fake, or that it's a big conspiracy for control, I guess. I'm not really 100% sure why there would be a conspiracy saying that the Earth is round. Like, I can understand, like, you know, using other conspiracies as examples, just purely as that. I can understand when you say, like, you know, there's a conspiracy behind the JFK assassination because maybe the CIA did it, or maybe the government is hiding aliens because they don't want the populace to freak out. But I don't really get what the reasoning behind hiding the Earth being flat. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me, at least, and I think to most people. Just as there's a theory that the moon is a hologram. But I just wanted to add this one thing. I had mentioned it in the other video before about yes, radio towers. Remember before I said because of the curvature of the Earth, you can't receive radio signals like from your favorite FM station anywhere in the globe. It's because the signals stop at a certain point. Like, they're blocked because of the curvature of the Earth, or they just go straight out into space. If it was a flat surface, it would reach, theoretically at least, barring any sort of like trees or mountains, you should be able to receive those signals no matter where you are. And that's the reason I only bring this up again, and having the actual illustration of the globe there with like a quote unquote radio tower on it, was because, again, like in the comments I was told like I didn't really say anything to defend the Earth being round. And when I brought that up, that I had said that in the video, I was told again I didn't say anything. Say anything. But to be honest, like, I mean, the previous video, it wasn't a debate. Really, right now, even with this long explanation and this longer video, I'm not really going for a debate, because I know that even though I'm bringing out this point, I'm sure that there is a rebuttal, and I'm sure that I will potentially hear about it in the comments. But I'm mainly putting this out there for people who might stumble across this whole flat Earth thing, who start looking up videos and go, wow, this seems really plausible. Like, hearing this person talk about this thing for over 2 hours, it sounds like they've got a lot of really good points. And I just and that's mainly what I'm doing this about, is just because I'm starting to lose myself here. Just because I don't want people to completely think that it's somehow a one side. I don't even know how to say this. Like, a one-sided argument. I mean, it kind of is. Like, it's just sort of, I don't know. I still, in my opinion, it's still sort of a non-debate. Like, I don't even know why I'm saying in my opinion. This shouldn't be a debate. We have so many other things that we could be talking about. And we're talking about whether or not the Earth is flat. And that seems like a weird conversation. Like, is the Earth flat? Is the moon a hologram? Yeah, I have another question. Like, what about the hollow Earth people? Like, somebody had asked me about that. Like, are flat Earth people and hollow Earth people, like, are they on the same level? Are you guys like mortal enemies? Is it like the Bloods versus the Crips? I would like to know. I'm honestly a little curious there. if do you guys get along, or is that just um, you know, uh, real quick, like for everybody who doesn't know, hollow earth is basically like the earth is round but inverted. So the sun is actually in the center of the earth, and um, we're in the outer reaches of it. So everything is, like everything is on the inside of the earth. So all the stars and everything else that we can see are in there, but yeah, it's a reverse sphere. I'm getting a little dark there. Yeah. So, and I've run over 10 minutes here. So, yeah. I had sort of, again, I wanted to make this a larger conversation about just the rise of anti-intellectualism in America, or maybe across the world. And I think maybe I'll just I'll get to that another point, because this is ridiculous. And I'll do that one way later on, because I don't want to have this turn into the flat earth debate and the anti-intellectualism debate. I don't want to specifically go out of my way to, like, oh man, yes, these quote unquote controversial topics will get me views. I just, with the vlog, I just want to talk and say say stuff, and just get these opinions just sort of out there. Like, it's just sort of a way to just kind of you know if any of that makes any remote sense. I don't want to do this just because, like, it'll I don't want to touch on a topic just because it's controversial. I want to touch on a topic because it's something that I feel strongly about. So, and that's really the only reason I'm coming back to this, is just because the last video was just me just screaming and yelling for 5 minutes, and I don't know. I don't want it to come down to that. Like, is it gonna have to be like, is it gonna be like 6 months from now? Like, all my videos are just I don't. No. We're not doing that. We're gonna remain calm. We're gonna remain civil. I mean, that stuff might still happen occasionally, but, like, I'm not gonna make that a permanent thing. So, anyway, I guess till next time, space monkeys. Woo.